But we have an immense responsibility and opportunity to do for ourselves and for future generations in this time, in this moment, and elect a true champion as the next president of the United States of America. And it's really fine that 100 Democrats are running. It's a beautiful thing. It's good for democracy, so we can debate these issues. But there is only one candidate, and I mean one, who had the courage in 2016 to lift these issues to a national level, and his name is Bernard Sanders. Just one. Just one. And it's beautiful, family, and I mean this. Because I want people to evolve. I want folks to understand that they were on the wrong path and they see another path and they say, I believe. But for some of these folks, I'm just trying to understand, did they believe all along, or did they believe, or do they believe just because they're running for president? I'm just trying to understand that. So we need some folks to speak on some things. Speak on where you were when you had executive power. Speak on why you didn't stand up and say that Medicare for all is a necessary thing for everybody in this country. Speak on it. Because evolution is a beautiful thing, but we need folks to speak on their record. And Senator Bernard Sanders, head to head, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, hell, before he was even elected to office, he's been on the right side of history. A visionary. So we need these other folks to speak on it. And every single candidate, can I just say this, Santa Monica, every single candidate that is running as a Democrat, one way or the other, is singing from the gospel according to Bernard Sanders. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The gospel, Medicare for all, is both a morally right thing to do, but it's economically right as well. Why is it that in the United States of America that we do not have the intestinal fortitude? I was going to say something else, but there's probably babies around. To say that it is immoral and inhumane to allow some folks to have health care and others not to. That it is immoral and inhumane that insurance companies make money hand over fist, meanwhile playing games with your life. It is immoral and wrong. So there is no half-measure way to be for the people. Either you are for the people or you are not. We don't want to hear no nonsense from these other folks about this half-measure Medicare for either Medicare for all or not. Paid family medical leave. Come on, somebody. Making sure that women finally get their whole damn dollar. We want it, sister. Standing up and saying that on his watch, private prisons are out of here. They gone. Now, Santa Monica, who does this? I mean, our senator has an anti-endorsement list. Come on, somebody. Come on. There is no other candidate that has that. When you got the multi-millionaires and billionaires already saying that they'll take the other 99 of the folks that's running, but not the one. They'll take the other 20-something, but not the one. That should tell you something. Senator Bernie Sanders has what I call heart-soul agreement. And he did not just get a consciousness because he is running for office. He has always had this consciousness. Hashtag receipts. While it is good that these other folks are singing from the gospel according to Bernard Sanders, why would we take idiot copies when we got the original? Come on, somebody. I'm just saying. We got the real thing. We got the real thing on the front line for us. So now, the only way, though, that Senator Sanders is going to win, this is real talk right here, because we got folks writing him off. We got folks want to bring up his age. Let me just tell you something. Sister, I stopped wearing 3-inch heels to keep up with the brother, okay? Sister rocking the Converse all day long to keep up with Senator Sanders. But why is it that we speak up against sexism and racism as well? We should, but we're going to allow folks to talk about ageism. Ageism is discrimination too. It's about your vitality and your vision, what you stand for, what you believe in. Grassroots, you are his only special interest. His only special interest. So the way, sisters and brothers, we gonna win this thing, because as the senator always says, when he wins this office, folks are not just gonna wake up and have an epiphany. As Brother Frederick Douglass said, power concedes nothing without a demand. It never has, and it never will. We need you, and 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 you. When he wins this thing, we gotta do like our sisters and brothers did in Puerto Rico, baby. Stand. Oh yeah, we will have. So we need you. And this is not just about that person in the White House. We got a whole lot of cleaning up to do in this country. He is just a manifestation of what we really have been as a nation, but it doesn't have to be that going forward. And that's why we need a leader that has a vision and that believes in hope, that can lift the masses of the people in this country and all over the world to bring us together, the mosaic of humanity together, to do what is just, to do what is right, and to do what is good. And that is Senator Bernie Sanders. I want you to know something, Santa Monica. Only all that you love is on the line. That's all. That's it. Nothing more than that. All that you love is on the line. And it is going to take conscious-minded people from all over this country to form a synergy and to do this thing. For every phone call that you make, for destroy Mother Earth is creating America as good as it's promised. Saying that we didn't bat an eye when we bailed out Wall Street, but folks want to ask some questions and get dazzled by dumb when it comes to investing in Main Street. It is about creating an America as good as His promise. And guess what? You deserve an America as good as His promise. You do. Senator Bernie Sanders is our guy. And then in the words of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., which I think encapsulates the senator. He doesn't talk about himself a lot, as we all know this, but he is a champion. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said these words. He said, the true measure of a man is not where they stand in times of comfort and convenience. See, it ain't where you are when everything is going okay, or when you already see where the winds are shifting, so you shift too. The true measure of a man is where they stand in times of controversy and challenge. Check the record. Hashtag receipts. Senator Sanders has been standing. The true measure of a man. And for a time such as this, we need that kind of leadership. So ignore these folks. Because there is no power on the face of this earth that is stronger than a conscious-minded people on the move. We got to be about the business, looking straight ahead and doing all that we can collectively to get him elected as the next president of the United States of America. We're going to do this, baby. We're going to do this. So can you do something for us, sister? I'm feeling all kinds of ways right now. Can you raise one hand for yourself?